Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about synastry. So Carl Gustav Jung said, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. So think about that. Two chemical substances coming together and transforming each other, and both are changed anew. And that's basically what happens when you look at a synastry. Synastry is just the astrological comparison of two natal charts to each other. What you do is you put one chart on top of the other one and you look to see what the planets are doing with each other. So planets have conversations between each other. Those conversations that they're having are called aspects. So if they have a conjunction, for example, that means that the two planets see eye to eye, that one can't make a move without the other one because they are conjunct, they're together. If the planets are having kind of a tense communication, communication with each other, that would be a square. So that's 90 degrees away. So that means that the planets are kind of fighting and they bicker with each other, but it creates a lot of like spice and excitement between two people when they have squares. Same goes for opposition. With the opposition, it's kind of like a seesaw action. One person is like on top and then the other person's on top, and they switch roles, but it's tense and it creates a lot of like heat. And people tend to like that. It depends what's in your chart, but people generally tend to like that. When you have a trine, that means that there's an easy conversation between the planets. And one of the things that I really appreciate about synastry is that it is a really good confirmation for things that you feel. So it can sometimes happen that when you like somebody and they don't like you back, you get your tarot cards read, you go to an astrologer, you really try to find the answer and you try to find a yes. You want to hear that that person does like you. And the thing about synastry is that it can't show you something that isn't there. And when something is there, you can't hide it. Whenever somebody likes you, you know they like you. And when you look at the synastry, it reflects it and it confirms back what you kind of already felt to be true. And whenever somebody doesn't like you, like when they avoid you or it just doesn't seem like they care about you, you go to the synastry and you'll see it's empty. Like that person is just not having a communication between their planets and yours. Like they're not into it. And this kind of reminds me of when I was younger, my mom used to read my cards for me. She's the one who showed me how to read cards. And I remember that I would be like, Mom, can you read my cards? So like, I want to know if this boy likes me. And she would read them for me. And I'll never forget, like sometimes like she would read it and she would be like, no, he doesn't like you. And I thought it was like so harsh and it would make me feel bad. And then she'd be like, Denise, like, don't feel bad. I mean, like, I can't show you something that isn't there. It's just not there. And that's kind of the same thing that happens whenever you look at a synastry. It can't show you something that isn't there. And one thing that I find with people, myself included, at other points in my life, but people who seek help from tarot or from spirituality, and they're looking and they're searching for that one specific person, or maybe they're not searching, maybe they already found this person. So they found this person that they think is that right person for them, and that person for some reason just doesn't end up being in their life or doesn't seem to reciprocate their feelings, and they want to dig and they want to get that tarot reading that is going to tell them like, no, that person's going to come back, they're going to call you tomorrow, they're going to say sorry, and that they love you and that they want to be with you. But the fact of the matter is that usually whenever you're really looking for that, that really isn't the case. Because if a person wants to be in your life, they're going to be in your life. And that's the same thing with synastry. You can't really look for a passion or an attraction that isn't there. It is only going to show you what is actually happening between the planets, and they can't lie. The planets are there, they're in the sky, they were in the sky the moment you were born, and that person's planets were in the sky in that configuration the moment that they were born. And you cannot change that. So you can have a lot of great love between the two people, but if there's no physical attraction, there's not going to be physical attraction. If your Marses are not interacting with their ascendant or their Pluto, or if there's no sexual planet interacting with the other person's sexual planet, there's not going to be a physical sexual attraction, no matter what. You can have a lot of love, there could be a lot of moon, there could be Venus, there could be Jupiter, a lot of things that signal love and union between two people, but you won't have physical attraction because it's just not there. It wasn't in your cards. And that is really what the natal chart is. It's your cards. It's what a destiny put together for you and was like, here, this is what you get. And you happen to meet people who have that destiny written out. And when you look at synastry, you're really seeing what do those destinies show you when they're together? What is interacting between what person's chart and the other person's chart? And you really like, the truth is just there. So that's the video for today, guys. Sorry that it's so short and that I'm not bringing you anything really groundbreaking. I'm gonna be working on some synastry videos on celebrity charts because I think that's really exciting. And I feel a little bit like a tabloid when I do stuff like that. But I think that celebrities are so Neptune that it's kind of fair game. We kind of look up to them. We see them in the news or on the media and we're like, wow, they're so amazing. Like, look at them, look at Ariana's hair, like stuff like that. So I think that it's okay as long as it's done in a respectful, tactful way. I would never like bash anyone because that's just not who I am. So I'm gonna be looking at celebrity synastries probably on Saturday, which is tomorrow. So I'll probably post a synastry video tomorrow looking at some celebrities. Hopefully you can get something out of it, like how to do a synastry on yourself and your partner. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It really helps me know what is important to you and what you want to see. And if you have any requests for synastries, put them in the comments. I'm gonna do Mac Miller and Mac Miller and Ariana Grande because that's been on my mind. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. And somebody had requested The Weeknd and Bella Hadid, and I love The Weeknd, so I'm gonna be doing that one too. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I put out astrology videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one.